Okay, gentlemen, 314 Bayview Lane. You'll come in, move the sign when you come in the driveway. Just move it back, please, when you guys leave. It keeps the oddballs out of here. Anyway, walk in the front door here. I'll either leave the primary door open that we just walked in and out of here, or I'll leave the one all the way to the left open for you, unlocked. Probably the one down the end, and we'll see how much time I have this afternoon. But one of the two doors, or one of the two ends will be open for you, unlocked. Just please pull it closed when you leave. Okay. So for framing inspection, this part is part of the old house. You guys have been here a couple times. Part of the old house retained all of this as part of that activity. The header over the fireplace was too small prior to this. So what we just did is doubled it up. I mean, everything still sits around the chimney as part of the activity, also on the other side. We lost the chimney from this level up. We'll put a gas insert in here, and I'll cover this with granite. First floor, for insurance purposes, expansion tank's been situated on here. The inline hot water heater will be over by the kitchen. Okay. Closet otherwise. First floor bedroom, or location they can stay at. This we have not decided on. This piece here, we headered as part of the activity. Plastic was here just to keep stuff dry we were building. We headered this in to put a set of French doors in here, so it could either be two smaller rooms or a room with a pass-through. So we don't know if we're going to do that, but it's structured. It's framed to be structural. Same room back here. Like I said, some plastic still up. We'll start to pull it down. The roof's been on for a while. Dried out for a while. Okay, this will be a first floor bath. Okay, I haven't done anything much more in here. Like I said, we retained the chimney here as part of the hall. This hole here will get framed up eventually. Right now it's just open because it's the easy pass through between the two rooms when we're working. Back to the living room. The original pond room that was on the house, like I said, we kept the entire foundation all for this. We retained all of that. Everything else is brand new. So really, other than the walls you see here, which we've actually supplemented, the joisting there and the walls there, we retained the entire first floor deck. And then everything on the two wings was added to replace what was here before. All substandard from what my thoughts were. Okay. We overdid hangers on everything. So there's hangers inside and outside for a lot of these rooms. You'll see these were not all required. We overdid it intentionally. Okay, I'm adding hangers back here. More than half are on. These are not required based upon the trusses because these latched in and also were tied on the outside. But I'll probably run out of time today, but these are all going to have hangers on here. Once again, trying to get through the guts, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but we'll figure out some way to do that. Okay, we're still working on that. That should have no impact, as I said, like I said, it's not a requirement for it. Main kitchen area, two load points here, all brand new joisting on here, engineered laminate, 3-ply we added here. You guys have been out. We're still short one door on the first floor and one window on the third floor. It's not set yet. Future pantry area. Once again, all of this was retained as part of the original house. And where it wasn't right, you'll see where some tie-ins are there. I mean, where I removed walls and stuff. Everything else was, like I said, is brand new. Overdo a lot of it. Like you said, that's under that. I can actually almost pick that corner up by myself. No shit. But we still put a load point here. Most of the load is towards the center too. There, preparing the next floor deck. Go up to the second floor. These get capped with oak at some point in time. Right now they're just an open set of stairs. Okay, now one thing we added since you're out, if you see here, I added a 2x12 to kind of tighten that floor up a little bit. As per the email I sent you, the two engineered beams that were there before were more than adequate. Sorry, I'm not focusing here. Were more than adequate based upon the engineering and based upon the engineer. Like you, I saw a lot of deflection there. I didn't like that, so I came in here, pressed everything back up, and latched a 2x12 in there. With that said, and actually I cut it out, you can see here, I cut it into the pocket up front, so everything's tight and where it's supposed to be. With that said, I'll end up packing out on the side 1 2x, just to make the two sides of the step look equal. So it'll be non-structural, but I'll pad that out at some point. As you can see on this floor, we have 10-foot floor, so we have all of the blockings in place. Carrying a 4-ply micro up top. Okay, everything's hangered into it and then set on the outside as part of that activity. All the headers are triples. Once again, everything's over-engineered here. Multiple jacks. 1 king is part of that, and technically the one where we spaced it is almost at the end of the day acts as a jack also. Same thing for the beam here. Once again, carries all the way down. The beam here, as you can see, and basically all it carries is the next floor deck for the room above. All the trusses carry everything else up there. Okay, for the balconies, you can see for the balconies here, 2x12 treated. As they extend outside, they extend 4 foot. You're allowed 4.2 on just the joists themselves. And as part of backlit, they actually integrated in, so they're actually screwed with construction screws and hangered back into the actual floor trusses that are here. So about 13 constructions in each, maybe 13 to 15. And then everything else I just put a bunch, and then a bunch of additional nails put into it. They're front and back. Okay, I'll walk through here. This will be first floor closet. We're starting to put boxes in so we know where things are. First floor closet here, all non-load bearing. Okay, so trusses carry front to rear. All this is non-load bearing. You know, we actually capped it as such, capped it like a load bearing wall. Same deal back here. Once again, all triples. All the hangers on the trusses are over-engineered, so, and they're doubled. So if you look up in it, when you guys come through, we put all the required to the outside and to the inside. 99% of all the nails in them are galvanized nails, and they're Ticos from a Tico gun. With that said, I got a couple, just so I was doing cleanup on the 3rd floor. When you go through, a couple of those will look like bright nails on them. They are bright, but they are bright Ticos. I want to order them, I end up with bright ones instead of galvanized. So I used all my galvanized outside. I'm still doing that. I use 99% galvanized inside, which I don't have to do. And then the few odd ones, like I said, when I was going through and cleaning things up, are going to be a couple smooth ones and bright ones. But like I said, they are Ticos. They're marked as such, and they fire through the gun the same way. Another bathroom, same deal. Another bedroom, same deal. This is over the kitchen area. Once again, this is the floor deck on the 3rd floor. It carries load down to the 1st. So that's what that beam below is carrying, the actual 3-ply. Up to the 3rd floor. Walk up. We spent a lot of time here just kind of making sure all our hangers were done. Okay, I'll show you in just a second. Actually, I'll walk down to it. The original hangers that were required up here, and I talked to your predecessor about this, and I talked to the engineering group when we had a field change out. The original hangers that were required up here are here. So, the small one on the left and the large one on the right. The small one on the left did not catch enough of the actual truss. So we went to the ones on the right, which gave us basically over the one on the left almost 3 times more nails, because the bottom 2 weren't catching anything. So you'll go through here and you'll see all of them in here are done as such. Then they're also toe-nailed in like you do with the hangers. All my heavy hitters up there, lots of nails go into them. Most are 16. I'm sorry, yeah, most are 16s that are in them. I also have twisters in a lot of the smaller ones, just to make sure they won't come out as part of it. Same deal all the way across. We had also an additional problem here with these hangers, because once again they protruded down below the actual truss itself. So I engineered a piece in there, integrated them all together as part of the beam above, and all being tied together. And now it catches all the nails, well more than what was required for nails. Like I said, it had 4 originally, now it has 8. So it was originally catching 8 real nicely, now or 6 real nicely, now it's catching all 8 very nicely. And it's the same deal all the way around. So as you go through, one room, 1/3, same deal. It's very symmetric, and also symmetric front to rear and left to right, relative to at least these 2 big rooms. Piece in between is a little bit different. Once again, as I said, when you get into these, you'll see hangers front, hangers rear, much more than was required as part of what we did here as part of the engineering. Once again, a non-load bearing wall. Okay, this is for the bathroom on the 3rd floor. The closets are also non-load bearing. We just tied them in everything. I don't have center blocking on these. I'm still framing a couple of things out here. I don't think I'm really required to have so. Like I said, they're 9 foot, but they're non-load. If you really want them in there, I can put some in here. Same thing like the rear, the front the same way. Lots and lots of hangers in there. Okay, as I said, I'm missing one window. One window hasn't been set yet. Is here. Same deal up top. Same deal in the front. And on both sides, you'll see here 2 of these hanger in. The one on the right hanger is in. We had to put a back plate in between the actual truss to catch all the Ticos. And then same deal here. All the ones up top are saddled, so there's nothing goes on those. They saddle in to sit on top with the 4-ply. 4-ply is also, as you can see, both sides are bolted all the way around as per requirements. Okay, these doors will be closed, safety reasons, just for keeping birds and stuff out the best we can. We put these, the balconies have been in for a little bit. We put the actual plywood on top of them about 3 months ago. We had everything covered down with plastic. As you can see, a storm came through and ripped all my plastic off. So we'll have these covered up again next week as part of our activities. Once again, Lee Hewitt, 314 Bayview Lane. Please give me a call with any questions. Thank you.